Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Tomb Tuesday for February 8th, 2022. Let's go over the numbers real quick, starting off with Tomb right now at 226, Peg to Phantom at 1.0018. T-share sitting at 88.92 USD, 39.37 on the FTM side. We did just print, so T-bonds are redeemable, and the TVL is sitting at 803 million. Those are the numbers for the week. Let's get right into the announcement here. So right off the top, I'm going to read this top part verbatim. This has come from Harry, and it says, "My fellow Tomb Raiders, first, I would like to thank my team, our community moderators, especially our cemetery keepers and helper demons, and most importantly, you, the community. I am incredibly thankful and humbled by the community's love, support, and unity during this time. I want all of you to know that everything I do is for all of you fellow Tomb Raiders, and to grow Tomb Finance for the benefit of the community." So that is a great way to start this Tomb Tuesday. Let's go over the bullet points here. And as always, you can either head back onto Discord and read it for yourself, or this time around, there is a Medium article as well. So those links will be in the description. So if you're on the server, you can head right to announcements. And if you prefer to read on Medium, the link will be there, and do as you please. Let's go down to the first section here, TombPeg, T-Share, and the 2-3 ecosystem. So, stability of Tomb Finance is most important. Tomb Tuesday kicked off with Tomb rising above the peg and the masonry going back to printing. Now, in the short term, we're going to see a lot of volatility. As we already saw, there was a lot of movements in T-Share. There was movements in Tomb. After the first print, there was more movements back in Tomb. It went under peg, over peg. So, these things are going to happen. There's going to be a balancing system that takes place. And as we'll talk about in just 1 minute, we're going to see more support for the Dow moving forward. So that's really good stuff. Now, there will be some more information available, sort of like what the T23 ecosystem will look like, what the partnership is designed to do, how it's designed to benefit all parties in the ecosystem. So that stuff will be coming out. Some explanatory materials, as you can see down here. So keep up to date with that. There will be an announcement in the server, and you'll be able to read that material once it's ready. Moving on, this is a big one. Product launch for TombSwap. So we talked about TombSwap a few weeks ago in its early stages, going through the beta and smoothing everything out. So now it's ready. It is ready. They're going to take a couple extra days and really stress test it, put it through its paces just to make sure that the delivery is smooth and everything is awesome. Now, we don't want to put dates really on stuff like this. We all know that there could be any number of problems in the development area, but let's just see what happens through the testing period. Hopeful for the end of the weekend. Now, this is going to be V1. There will be a V2 TombSwap. In the V1 version, you're going to have initial tokens as Phantom, Tomb, T-Share, and then the entire 2-3 system. You'll have 2 ohm, 2 share, 3 ohm, 3 share. All right, T-bonds are coming later. That should be part of V2. So, don't expect to see those right away, but they are coming. All right, now, the thing about this is you get a couple things. You get TombSwap directly on the website. You go to the website and you're right there, right? Let's say you walk into the website, first time user, you got some Phantom. Now you want to sell a little Phantom. You want to grab a little Tomb. You're ready to rock and roll. You're right there on the site. And that's really important to be able to maintain that type of ease. Things will be coming in the future down the road to make that even easier. And things like, those LPs that are the combined partnership ecosystem LPs, those will be coming down the road as well. Now, another really big thing here, the fees. 0.30 on the fees and 0.25 goes to the LPs. That's fantastic. The DAO will take 0.05, and for very good reason. It will help to maintain the peg. So again, we like anything that is bringing stability to the market, and we like anything that helps the peg. That's all good stuff. Peg is good. Print and go burr. Everybody happy. All right, now, when launched, you can swap FTM for the 2.3 ecosystem tokens. Farming will be available in the next TombSwap update. So, like I said, this is V1. When V2 comes, then you'll be able to do those at the moment. Now, the new farms will only accept TombSwap LPs. Incentivized pairs will be announced in the next TombSwap update. So that stuff is coming. It'll just come in V2. Let's roll out the initial swap first so that everybody can get started with that. All right, now, for the existing LPs such as Tomb FTM and T-Share FTM that are on SpookySwap, we will continue to run them on SpookySwap as they are a trusted partner of Tomb Finance. So big deal. We don't need any information out there that is inaccurate. So right there, continue to run them on SpookySwap, and they are a trusted partner of Tomb Finance. Any changes or additions on liquidity for Tomb pairs will be announced. Moving on to the next bullet point here. Airdrop snapshot progress for T-Bond, Fanti, and Life. So airdrops will be deployed by the end of Q2 2022. So if we do the math real quick, January, February, March, April, May, June. June would be the end of second quarter. So look for airdrops to be deployed within that range, somewhere to the backside of June. We're halfway through the snapshot collection, and more details will be announced as they become available regarding the specific allocation and the weightage on the respective airdrops. All right, and again, thank everybody for your patience, but we are still collecting snapshots for that post-120 day, and we'll talk about that right here when we talk about the prior 120 days. So September 13th, 2021 was 120 days before January 11th. Now, those token holders, these guys right here that were holding Tomb, T-Share, and T-Bond for the previous 120 days, so from September 13th up to January 11th, right, they'll receive Fanti, Life, and T-Bond tokens. That's the airdrop from there. Now, moving forward until May 11th, May 11th is the last potential snapshot, and that would be 120 days post January 11th. All Tomb, T-Share, T-Bond holders, including all the LPs from all the partners and the whole 9 yards. Also, with these 2x airdrop on the T-Bond people, they will receive Fanti and Life. All right, and again, extra bonus here for the T-Bond holders, right? 2x the rewards. Now, users affected by the exploited Grim, excluding the address from the hacker, right? They'll have T-Bonds, Fanti, and Life airdropped to their wallets. And one more thing, going back up to the prior 120s over here, right? Not only the tokens, but their respective LPs across the multitude of eligible protocols. So just want to make sure I get that in there so that is crystal clear. All right, let's move on to the next and last topic over here, and it is products that are under development. There are two main things we will talk about here, and then that will wrap this up. All right, so Life, just an update on Life. Bonding contracts are complete and they're pending the audit, so that is fantastic. The team is working on the finishing touches for the UI, and it'll be ready to use very soon. Life will allow us to deepen the reserves of the ecosystem LPs, including 2-ohm and 3-ohm. And then a little word over here about what is Life if you are unfamiliar with it. Then we go straight into Felix Exchange, which then carries on to Fanti, right? Because those two are in tandem. So working closely with the Binance Cloud to enable all of the integrations and the infrastructure testing to ensure a seamless and intuitive trading experience for our users, and most importantly, to ensure our users' funds will be SAFU, which is safe for anybody that's not really in this space. Coming with Felix will be Fanti. So launch date coincides with Felix Exchange launch, as it will be Felix main utility token. And let's just head over to those real quick. I'll leave these links in the video. This is Life website right here. This is the Felix website right here. This is the Fanti website right here. And this is the recent as a week or 2 weeks ago in that ballpark, Shiba Phantom. All right, so more information on this particular part of the ecosystem will roll out later, but as for now, that is where we are at. All right, and that will wrap it up for this week's Tomb Tuesday. Keep calm. Tomb on.